In Nevada, what should a food handler do if they accidentally touch their face while preparing food? A. Wipe hands on an apron and continue working. B. Continue as long as the food is cooked later. C. Wash hands at a designated handwashing sink. D. Use sanitizer only, without handwashing. Answer: C. In Nevada, handwashing is required immediately after touching the face, hair, or body. Sanitizer does not replace proper handwashing. A food handler in Las Vegas notices the handwashing sink is blocked with dirty utensils. What is the correct action? A. Wash hands in the food prep sink. B. Report and remove utensils so the sink is accessible. C. Use disposable gloves without washing hands. D. Skip handwashing until shift ends. Answer: B. Handwashing sinks must always be accessible. Blocking them is a violation of Nevada food safety law. What is the minimum safe internal cooking temperature for ground beef in Nevada? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer: C. Nevada follows FDA food code. Ground beef must reach 155 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 15 seconds to destroy harmful bacteria. A food handler is preparing raw chicken and fresh salad at the same workstation. What should be done to prevent cross-contamination? A. Wash the chicken thoroughly before cutting. B. Prepare chicken first and then salad on the same cutting board. C. Use separate cutting boards and sanitize between tasks. D. Store salad on top of raw chicken. Answer: C. Separate equipment and sanitizing are required to prevent bacteria from raw poultry contaminating ready-to-eat foods. Which food must be discarded immediately if found in the temperature danger zone, 41 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, for more than 4 hours? A. Frozen raw shrimp. B. Cooked rice. C. Unopened canned beans. D. Whole raw onions. Answer: B. Cooked rice is a time temperature control, TCS, food. After 4 hours in the danger zone, it must be discarded. What is the correct procedure if a food handler in Nevada comes to work with vomiting? A. Allow them to work in non-food areas only. B. Send them home immediately and exclude from work. C. Let them wear gloves and continue working. D. Assign them to clean dishes only. Answer: B. Vomiting is a symptom of foodborne illness. Employees must be excluded from the facility until symptom-free and cleared by policy. Which jewelry is permitted for a food handler under Nevada food safety rules? A. Large rings and bracelets. B. Watches with metal bands. C. A plain, smooth wedding band. D. Dangling earrings. Answer: C. Only a plain wedding band is permitted. Other jewelry can harbor bacteria and contaminate food. When cooling a large pot of soup, what is the safest method? A. Leave at room temperature overnight. B. Divide into shallow pans before refrigerating. C. Place directly in the freezer while hot. D. Cover tightly and refrigerate as is. Answer: B. Soup must be cooled quickly. Shallow pans allow faster cooling to pass through the danger zone within 6 hours. What is the required hot holding temperature for cooked foods in Nevada? A. 120 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer: B. Foods must be held at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or higher to prevent bacterial growth during service. A food handler forgets to label a container of prepared pasta salad stored in the fridge. What should be done? A. Use it within 24 hours. B. Guess the prep date based on appearance. C. Discard the container. D. Serve it first to avoid waste. Answer, C. Any prepared food without proper labeling must be discarded since safety and storage times cannot be verified. Which scenario requires immediate glove change? A. Switching from chopping lettuce to slicing bread. B. Taking a phone call during prep. C. Adjusting apron ties while making sandwiches. D. All of the above. Answer, D. Gloves must be changed anytime contamination occurs, between tasks, or after touching anything not sanitized. Which method is acceptable for thawing frozen chicken in Nevada? A. On the counter at room temperature. B. Under running cold water. C. In hot water to speed up the process. D. On top of the oven. Answer, B. Safe thawing is done under running cold water, in a refrigerator, or during cooking. Room temperature promotes bacterial growth. What is the minimum safe cooking temperature for eggs served immediately? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer, D. Eggs served right away must be cooked to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit, cooled or hot-held eggs require higher temperatures. What is the proper action if a food handler has a cut on their hand? A. Wash hands more often. B. Cover with a bandage and wear a glove. C. Avoid handwashing to keep bandage dry. D. Work without restrictions. Answer, B. Cuts must be covered with a clean, waterproof bandage and a glove to prevent contamination. What should be done with chemicals in a food service establishment? A. Store above food shelves. B. Place under prep tables for quick use. C. Keep in unlabeled containers for speed. D. Store separately and clearly labeled. Answer, D. Chemicals must always be stored away from food and properly labeled to prevent accidental contamination. How often must food contact surfaces be cleaned when in constant use? A. Every 8 hours. B. Every 4 hours. C. Twice per day. D. Only when visibly dirty. Answer, B. Food contact surfaces must be cleaned and sanitized every 4 hours of continuous use to prevent bacterial buildup. What is the main reason cooked food must be reheated to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours before hot holding? A. To improve food texture. B. To kill pathogens that may have grown during cooling. C. To meet customer expectations. D. To make food taste fresher. Answer, B. Reheating to 165 degrees Fahrenheit destroys bacteria that may have multiplied during cooling or storage. Which action violates Nevada handwashing rules? A. Using designated sinks only for handwashing. B. Turning off faucet with a paper towel. C. Washing hands for at least 20 seconds. D. Using the prep sink for quick handwashing. Answer, D. Handwashing must occur only at designated sinks. Prep sinks are not permitted for this purpose. A food handler is assigned to prepare allergen-free meals. Which step is most critical? A. Cooking food at a higher temperature. B. Using separate equipment and utensils. C. Adding extra seasonings for taste. D. Serving allergen-free food first. Answer, B. Cross-contact prevention is key. Separate equipment ensures allergens don't contaminate safe meals. Which situation requires food to be discarded immediately? A. Soup at 130 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 hours. B. Bread left uncovered. C. Fresh fruit not washed before cutting. D. Ice stored in a clean bin. Answer, A. Soup held below 135 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 2 hours must be discarded to prevent bacterial growth. A food handler sneezes while wearing gloves during prep. What must they do? A. Continue working since gloves are on. B. Wash hands and replace gloves. C. Wipe gloves with sanitizer. D. Change gloves only. Answer, B. Sneezing contaminates gloves. Handwashing and glove replacement are both required. What is the maximum number of hours ready-to-eat TCS food can be kept at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower? A. 12 hours. B. 24 hours. C. 7 days. D. 10 days. Answer, C. Ready-to-eat TCS foods can be safely stored for 7 days at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below, then must be discarded. Which food is most likely to cause salmonella if handled improperly? A. Raw chicken. B. Cooked rice. C. Leafy greens. D. Unpeeled bananas. Answer, A. Salmonella is strongly associated with raw poultry, making it a critical risk food if not cooked or handled properly. What is the safest way to handle utensils used for serving food? A. Store them in ice water between uses. B. Leave them on the counter uncovered. C. Place them with handles above the food container. D. Store them directly in cooked food overnight. Answer, C. Utensil handles must remain above food to avoid contamination of the food itself. Which sign indicates that frozen food was thawed and refrozen? A. Firm texture with no ice crystals. B. Presence of large ice crystals and damaged packaging. C. Food stored in original wrapping. D. Uniform color and shape. Answer, B. Large ice crystals and damaged packaging show unsafe thawing/refreezing, making the product potentially hazardous.